Woo, what a weekend. Were you here for the big orientation at the school? I didn't see you, Harry.
No, I skipped it. I skipped it on purpose.
Oh, you didn't want to meet any of the students?
No, I don't really care for the students too much.
Oh, you don't really mean that.
No, I'm pretty sure I mean it. I don't like them at all. Was
Well,
Charlotte there?
I'm sure you're just playing hard to get them to like you, right? I read that that was a tactic.
Hard to get. Now, when you're this age, you don't play hard to get nothing. Sometimes it's hard to get your medicine off the top counter, but that's about it. I don't play hard to get too often.
That's fair.
Hard to get rid of this heartburn. That's what it's hard to do.
Ooh, my mom has heartburn, and mainly she just complains about it. So I totally feel you as somebody who doesn't have it.
Yeah, you lucky little buzzard. Hello, Vibes.
You.
Hello, Jacob.
Welcome, you guys. We are the best high school guidance counselors in the state of North Dakota. So if you guys have any questions while you're joining with us, shoot them in the chat.
Yeah, please do so. Hello, Shelby. Hello, Beans. Hello, Chris.
Welcome, everyone.
How y'all doing today? That's for them, not for you guys, by the way. Yeah, Jacob's
Oh,
good. He gets it.
I thought you were asking me how I was doing. I
No, I
got
don't
really
care how you
excited.
doing. I've been around you all day. I know exactly how you doing.
Yeah? See, I told you we were close. You know exactly how I feel. You don't even have to ask. Ooh,
Uh,
Beans has a really important question, Harry. How do you deal with what's your favorite remedy for heartburn?
Beans, my favorite remedy for heartburn is Zantac. Zantac, yes, you can get that straight from Walmart or Target if you're
Oh.
fancy.
Wow, see, my mom gets heartburn and then just goes to sleep. Like she can sleep off anything. Have you tried that?
No, it's very painful. I can't sleep, and I'm not quite sure how your mom can do that. I'd have
I
to
don't know.
imagine she's part duck also.
She could be. My mom is kind of a beast when it comes to stuff like that. She could sleep off anything and she could sleep through anything. Like one time, we had a tornado go through our neighborhood, didn't wake her up at all.
Well, your mother's kind of a beast in general. Have you? Nah, never mind. And you don't look at it that way. But that's what us and the kids call her. That beast walking down the hall.
Aw, you guys gave her a fun nickname? That's so cool.
Sure. That's called depression. Yes, yes, that's exactly what your mother has. Depression. The people in the chat have diagnosed her. Good day to you also, Chris. Yes, yes.
We
Shelby and
have,
Chris has called that correctly. She's totally depressed.
they diagnosed her. I didn't realize we had psychiatrists in the chat today. That is so cool. I thought my job was cool.
Your job is not cool, and neither is being a psychiatrist. Who wants to have to deal with figuring out people's problems all the time? Well,
Uh,
I'll be
that's
dog.
kind of the that's kind of the best part of our jobs, Harry. I mean, I don't think your jobs get better than being a high school guidance counselor. Well, I think being a psychiatrist kind of beats that, but not by much.
Hmm.
Oh
You
my
really
God,
do
you
believe
guys.
in this thing we do, don't you? Who?
Yeah, I do.
I am so sorry. I was actually pulled over by a goose. Have you ever gotten a citation from a goose? I
Yeah,
I actually had to go
they've been
downtown for a second. Those goose jails are scary.
yeah, and especially when they run short on their quotas, they'll pull you over for anything.
Oh my God, it was awful. I thought I was gonna die. But worse, I had to come to work.
Yeah, that'll kill you. That,
See, you guys are just having such a rough time. Charlotte, I was just telling everybody in the chat how great of a job being a high school guidance counselor is. Not as great as a psychiatrist, but only like a step apart.
Um, well, that's a viewpoint for sure. That's definitely the view of someone who's had very few, if any, other jobs.
yeah, you should go get a job, a real job, not this crap. So, Bree, hello, Bree. How you doing today? And I hope you're doing quite fine also. As you can see by my profile pic, I'm doing quite fine.
Ooh, Shelby Bienz says, "Who needs a psychiatrist when you have Google?" See, I understand trusting Google most of the time, but the last time I tried to Google stuff that I was going through, it only told me that I had network connectivity issues, and I didn't understand what that meant. And maybe that's because I'm not a psychiatrist.
Hmm. Maybe it's telling you something deeper about how you can't connect with the world around you.
Ooh, it's like in a spiritual direction. I never considered that.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Well, Beans is asking, what advice do you have for someone who hates their job? I would say, wow, what is my daily routine? Drink a lot of coffee, try not to get hit by a goose, and pray for sweet release. Harry?
Well, I think you might be asking the wrong people, Beans. You have two people here who don't like their job whatsoever, and you have one person that doesn't count. So, with that being said, we're not really the people to come to for that. You can do the Harry routine and just tough it out until you can retire. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That calls
I,
for years and years of suffering. Yeah, do that.
I see, I agree, but I don't think it's fair to say that Charlotte doesn't count.
Hmm.
I agree with Charlotte in the opposite way. I like to wake up with the energy of being a morning person, hope I get hit by a goose on the way to work, and then enjoy my day. And yes, everyone's gonna have a little bit more rough of a day, even myself. Like, I have days where I come in and I don't enjoy things as much, but the next day will be better.
You know what I do? I wake up in the morning and I do something in between what both of you guys do. I hope for the best and then I hope you get hit by a bus. That's what I hope for. By you, I'm referring to you, Landon.
But if I got hit by a bus, I'd be on the news. And if I was on the news, I'd be famous because there isn't a lot of news in Miami, North Dakota.
No, you
So
wouldn't
you
make the
want me to
news.
be famous? That is so nice, Harry.
Hmm.
Chris asked, what is the best thing about being a counselor?
I think
Is
I'd
there
have,
anything bad about
most of
it?
it, but I will say that people in Miami, North Dakota are very stupid. And it is nice to see that though I might have not been the top choice for some schools' acceptance, I definitely wasn't the bottom feeders that populate this city.
that's
I
true.
don't think it's appropriate to call the geese bottom feeders.
Not
They
just,
don't exactly feed from the bottom, you know?
well, not just the geese. If it's more uh, equal to say everyone, then everyone is a bottom feeder.
Yeah, it makes sense for
Well,
Miami also. You know, for me, I think the best part of this job is the fact that they don't really expect much from us from here. You know, the kids they just don't have much hope, and they don't have much hope for us either. So I get to nap most of the time and just kind of skate my way through it, doing what I want to do.
that's true. If they don't expect anything, the only place to go is up. So it's actually a really interesting job giving kids so much hope.
No, it's just that they can't get no hope whatsoever. Those little idiots aren't going anywhere. Half of them don't graduate.
I kind of agree. If they're coming to us, I mean, ugh, what hope do they really have?
I don't know. I mean, the people in this chat are coming to us, right? So we must be good at something.
People in this chat are hopeless also. Didn't you just hear what I said? Nobody else is coming to us with no good sense. No offense to you in the chat. I mean, the other people in the chat, not you guys that are leaving comments. The ones that are being quiet. Those are the
Wait, but
hopeless
I
ones.
but I come to you for advice, Harry, and I'm not hopeless, I don't think.
There's not a drop of hope in the world to ever, and I mean ever mean anything positive that's gonna come out of you in your life. Shelby wants to know what's worse, getting hit by a bus or a goose. Probably one of those darn goose. You're gonna have feathers and crap all over you afterwards.
Yeah, I agree. As someone who was just incarcerated by a goose, I kind of wish I got hit by a bus.
If the goose is driving the bus, does that count as both?
Hey, you clever son of a gun, you. You got it right. Yeah, I
I
guess
know
it is.
he's got a point. It would be both death by goose and death by bus. Goose bus.
And then you'd be even more famous on the news.
That is true. Hmm.
Oh my God, there's blue demons in the chat again.
Oh, but that blue demon said that they got you pizza, Harry.
Well, I guess I'll make a deal with the devil then, won't I?
Someone's a little stuck up.
Maybe. What kind of pizza do you like, Harry? What's your favorite kind?
Anything with flavor. Doesn't matter. Harry has a little bit of an eating disorder, whether you realize it or not.
I like a pizza that has just the right amount of artichokes and a little bit of filet mignon if you can find it.
On pizza?
Well, you can't find that here, but most places you can.
That sounds incredible. I've gotta try it. And here I was thinking that I had advanced taste buds because I like pineapple on pizza.
Landed in a lot of parts of the country that's actually looked down upon.
Yeah, why would you mess up a pie throwing pineapples on it?
Nuh-uh. Pineapple on pizza's the best. What do you mean it's looked down upon?
And people
You
think
have
it's
no
gross.
pizza etiquette.
Yeah, it's kind of uncouth.
But 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 pineapple on pizza is my favorite. I
Hmm.
don't.
I would maybe think about getting a different favorite if you ever left the city.
Yeah, I agree.
You mean I can't have pineapple on pizza just everywhere?
Oh no, you'll get laughed out of the country.
But see, Beans is on my side. Beans says don't hate on pineapple. It's the best. So at least Beans and I can have pineapple on pizza, and the rest of you can go have terrible pizza somewhere else.
I think Beans is from Miami, North Dakota.
So maybe Beans has taste because they're from Miami, North Dakota.
No, taste and Miami, North Dakota, those two don't go together.
Yeah, that's true. Beans just feels bad for you. Obviously, Beans' names is Beans, and Bean is a vegetable. So Beans is really just trying to make you feel better by saying something about a fruit on a pizza. But it doesn't, no, it's not that whatsoever. She doesn't care. She doesn't like that crap.
Now, Shelby brings up an interesting point. Is getting laughed out of the country such a bad thing? You're right, Shelby. I honestly would love to be laughed out of this country. I had a soiree in France one summer, very steamy. I was there with one of my old professors. I wrote a book, I performed in a ballet, and I was kicked out of my housing. But yeah, I would like to be laughed out of the country.
Oh, what's your book title called? I want to read it. Did it get published?
It was called Je t'aime, amor.
Ooh, that sounds Italian. I like it.
Well, it was half Italian, half French, and the translating didn't quite work out, but it was a story about divorce.
I don't know if you looked at me across the table, but my jaw on the floor. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
When you learn how to read, it should be on your list.
You know, I will add it to my list. But you're right. We gotta learn how to read first.
Hey, Blue Demon, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a demon. I meant Blue Hedgehog. Sorry about that. Harry forgot his glasses again.
No, you should tape them to your face.
Yeah, probably should.
Poke
The
chop.
Blue Hedgehog also said that sausage was best on pizza.
Yeah,
I
pork is
agree
pretty
with that.
good.
Italian
I've never
sausage,
had it.
fantastic.
I've never had it, but hear me out. Sausage, wait for it. Pineapple,
Mm,
the best of both worlds.
no.
No, you don't think so?
Brie, you've got it right. Vomit. Sonic, nah. These are all the correct take on that.
You blew it. See, the little support you had, you lost it. You lost it early with me. You had my support probably the first 30 minutes you were at work. I mean, the day you got hired.
Really?
No,
That's the longest I think I've ever had support from anybody. Thank you, Harry.
Yeah, I said 30 minutes. I've been working with you for some years now. You stink.
That's okay. Our friendship is a difficult one, but I still love it.
Whatever. Do I like pork chops? With what is a pork chop?
What is a poke chop?
I thought it was a poke chop. You know, like those nice fish, nice
Okay.
fish bowl.
Oh, maybe that's what they're talking about.
I miss that. You know, you can't find sushi here. You can find imitation crab, which is actually just cheese with salt on it, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Mm. See, if you want really good imitation crab, you have to go around the corner behind the theater, and there's a weird like saltwater crab doing improv shows. He's really good though.
I
You
went there
know,
on a date.
I think this pink fella with the Hitler mustache is probably just from the South. So he said poke, but he really meant pork. Pork chops. Yeah, I enjoy pork chops.
Oh, pork chops. Well, duh. Who doesn't like pork chops?
Hmm,
Well, I guess if you're allergic to pork, then you can't have pork chops. What a sad existence.
I prefer something a little bit rarer if I can find it.
Well,
Like
aren't you
what?
fancy?
Well, I said, you know, I love a filet mignon. I also love just a bloody piece of meat.
Oh, Charlotte, are you the type of person that wants their steak to moo back at them? I heard that from my mom, but I didn't really get what it meant.
Yeah, in elementary terms, that would be correct. Oh,
What
Sonic.
about in like middle school terms?
Um, yeah, I I think that also works.
Okay, good. Just wanted to clarify.
Thank you, Beans. Thank you, Poke Chop. Good going, Pokey.
Oh, hello, Mr. Depressio Doggo. Wow, are you coming on to me? I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I am single. Charlotte, how do you like your steak cooked? Rare, very rare. Depressio Doggo, can I
You
call you
thought you had a
mom?
lover.
Huh, I mean, I'm not that old.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I am
Tell the truth.
definitely in my prime.
No, you're not. You're my age.
No.
Our prime was over 20 years
Oh my.
ago.
Oh my God. No, I am not your age, Harry. You wish.
Ah, look at Beans. You said you give off mom vibes.
What?
Yeah, you do.
No. Like a cool mom, like someone who's hip and fun and has had a lot of lovers.
No, like a mom who's been a mom for like 32 years.
Well, I have no kids and I have a lust for life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Landon, do you think I sound like a mom?
I don't think you sound like a mom, but I think you sound very motherly. But I think that's also just because I look up to you so much. I think you're one of my favorite counselors ever. And I've only ever known 3, and I'm one of them.
Oh no. Oh, this is
But
awful.
that's a good thing. That means you're good at your job.
Def-
Ah.
definitely the mom that shows up in a car in her pajamas. Oh my God, I would never go outside in pajamas. This is awful.
Okay, but what if the pajamas were really, really, like, really comfortable?
No, of course not. All of my pajamas are tight and accentuate my behind. I would never wear those.
Look, the ghost dog said Harry spitting facts. Yeah, yeah, Harry is speaking some facts. No printer. Yeah,
I am
all that.
still in childbearing age.
No, you're not. That uterus was out of shape 10 years ago,
No, it
15 years
wasn't.
ago, 20 years ago.
My gynecologist says it's one of the best she's seen in 2020, but it's 2021.
This may be a weird question, but gynecologist? Is that the person who studies dinosaurs?
No.
This guy.
Oh,
I feel like if I tell you what it is, I'm officially a mother.
okay. Well, then you don't have to tell me. But I still think you should consider
Wow.
the really, really comfy pajamas.
Shelby, you are mean. You said in Charlotte's case, yes, it is someone who studies dinosaurs. This is the worst day of my life.
What is so
Ah,
wrong with studying dinosaurs? What is the problem?
She's
no, it's not
saying I'm
studying
old.
dinosaurs. She said dinosaur Gina. She's just an old woman in her eyes. That's what that is. Yeah.
Mm,
Just
interesting.
old prehistoric woman. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, you older than Harry.
Well, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I guess age is also in the eye of the chat viewer.
She's
Hmm,
old.
I'm not old.
You're old. And thank you, Beans, again. And Blue Fella, you know what? You are growing on me also. I think you're my favorite in the chat. Blue Fella, yeah. We should go for a race one day. Hey,
Depressed.
Charlotte. Yeah, the
Yeah,
dog, the ghost dog says, "Hey, Charlotte, I'm sorry I didn't mean for this to get so out of hand."
I'm, it's
Sure, you
fine.
did, Depresso.
It's fine. I mean, I guess we all have to face our own mortality, and I guess I'm dying soon. That's what I learned today.
Well, that's okay. In the chat, if you guys want, click the vote button and we'll decide if Charlotte is old or young.
I just voted. It went up. You know what I voted?
Well, I voted too, so cancels you out.
Well,
Damn it.
I voted too. So, um, yeah.
Okay, well,
Nobody cares.
we'll see what happens there. And Landon, I'm very interested to see where your vote went.
Yeah, me too. Where did it go?
I mean, I'm not proud of it, but I did choose the salsa lady in the red dress because I really did like the picture.
Oh my
It
gosh!
split.
Ah, jeez. Can I vote again?
Wait. So what does that mean? Does that mean that Charlotte is just ageless?
Hmm. I mean, I'm a little upset that it's not just so clear that I'm young and hip and ready to take on the world. I mean, I've only been through one failed marriage, one job path that I can't ever be again, and I think I only have a few gray hairs and I pluck them.
I don't know. I think the blue hedgehog is onto it. They said she never ages. And now that I think about it, Charlotte, you and I have worked together for a couple years now, and I've never seen you age.
That's
Oh,
the Botox. Just wait a second. If she's gonna really be aging here when she what? What I say?
I mean, you're not wrong, but I do it as more of a preservation thing and not to prevent aging. It's more just to preserve the great looks that I have.
I wouldn't use the word great to describe your look. Mediocre works, average, a little below average,
Hmm.
not.
Ooh, well, we
Yeah.
Well, Harry, I wasn't interested in you anyway.
well, the Depresso Doggo says she stayed the same age for 100 years, and then the blue hedgehog says she time travels. So
Mm-hmm.
what's the truth? Do you not age? Do you time travel? Is it just moisturizing? Is that what the key is?
I mean, I do moisturize, but time traveling, staying the same age for 100 years, these are very cool things that I couldn't do if I was old. So, yeah, I might time travel. Who knows?
Are you a vampire?
Are you a vampire?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, I don't know if I could be friends with someone that's a vampire. That sounds like a lot of commitment that I don't know if I'm ready for.
Well, once again, Landon, you got out of having another friend. So you are good.
Yeah, they
But
say
wait, no,
Harry
we
is the
are.
youngest looking person in here. Ain't that a fact?
Maybe they forgot their glasses too.
No, they
Oh,
didn't.
that's true. Maybe they need tape as well. Maybe you guys share that problem. You could swap advice.
What are you talking about? Shelby Beans, thank you so much. That's a lot of spoons. I definitely need some extra spoons for my kitchen. Uh, She stayed 100 years, travels. Landon, your hairline looks like a McDonald's symbol. Ah, they talk about your hairline again. Every time they get you. You was Duckbill,
Thank
now you're Mickey
you.
D's.
Are you kidding me? The loops of the McDonald's symbol, and you see that in my hairline? I am so honored. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to walk around school now going ba da ba ba ba.
Yeah, but they're describing you as a crappy cheap meal. Hey, do you know, by the way, that McDonald's food doesn't ever just go bad? It just doesn't mold
You mean the McDonald's food doesn't age?
at all. Just like, well, not like Charlotte. Charlotte ages terribly, but like you guys want to describe Charlotte, it just doesn't
Well,
age.
Maybe the key to staying young forever lies in McDonald's food.
well, if
Maybe
that's the
so.
case, it's not working for Harry.
Harry, you do have a McDonald's bag every day, at least once.
Yeah, but it doesn't, see, it doesn't hurt me with my age. It just hurts me passing. I just can't pass a stool. It just doesn't go anywhere. For some reason, I can't digest it.
What do you mean pass a stool? Are you trying to move a stool somewhere? It's just a chair. You should just be able to pick it up.
I would like a turd to exit my posterior, young man. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, plenty have. You're still using the trash can in this office as a toilet when I told you not to.
I'm sorry. It's convenient.
Well, it seems like you found your fiber.
I did that. I'll admit that.
Wow, Shelby, you really summed us up. Summed us up. This chat is hosted by a constipated boomer, a vampire, and a goose. Great.
Oh, they could make a special out of that. And I'd watch it.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
think
am a boomer.
Boomer, that's so funny. Harry's older than that.
No, I'm not. You a boomer too.
No, I am not. I'm
The
not
chat
even
thinks so.
Generation X.
The top live.
Well,
You
I'll
people
say
care about this crap we're doing?
Well, yeah, we're doing our jobs. Of course people care.
Oh, well, thank you, everyone.
Oh, the blue hedgehog says, if there's no toilet, find one.
That's what I did
yes.
with the trash
Problem
can.
is, the problem is that there is a toilet in the studio. Harry just uses the trash can, but I do understand because the trash can does look very welcoming.
Thank you. I'll be using
Uh,
you as toilet paper later on.
ugh. Oh, this is a great question. Depresso Doggo wants to know if Harry, you can tell the story about the summer of '89. I wasn't even alive then.
Summer of '89. Harry went through some rough times in the summer of '89. It was a dress phase and androgynous. It was all kind of stuff going on in Harry's life during that time. A lot of confusion. Harry was finding himself summer '89, but it was a good summer though.
Clarification question for you, Harry. When they say the summer of '89, are they talking about 1989 or the summer where you were '89? I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
Ooh, great
Hey,
question, Landon.
sorry, son of a gun. Just tried to insult old Harry.
No, I was being genuine. I don't You've never told me how old you are, Harry. How am I supposed to know?
I told you
And
how old I am.
Charlotte doesn't age, so anybody in this room could be any age and I would believe it.
Well, I have to assume it was 1989. Harry hasn't reached 89 years old yet.
Okay. So younger than 89, and I'm going to definitely say you're at least older than 3. So we still have a long range, but I'm going to figure it out.
I'm guessing '88.
Hold on now. We're not going to play Harry age games all of a sudden. This was supposed to be about how old Charlotte looked. Now all of a sudden it's about Harry being in his 80s?
Well, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. That could be the theme. How old does Charlotte look? How old is Harry? Featuring Landon.
Well, how old is McDonald's Arches? That's what I want to know.
Oh, that's a good question.
You
I
imbecile,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm talking about. Not the actual McDonald's Arches, you.
Oh, See, now I just know people are gonna get me mixed up with McDonald's. What a troublesome life to live.
You dunce. Hey, it says celestial Gaia, Jaya, Gaia. Strange use of letters. Is this the new form of role play on Spoon? I suppose, Celestial. Are you turned on by it? Did it sound like role play for you? Yeah, you
I
like
mean,
old Harry's sexy voice?
I guess you could consider it role play if the role play is asking for advice from guidance counselors. But why not just do that for real? Why does it have to be role play?
Yeah, why does it have to be role play, Celestial? Cute concept. What do you mean, cute concept? You don't take
I
us
think
serious?
yeah, she's calling our life a concept or a joke or that we're doing this for pretend, I guess. Our whole career is a ha ha to Celestial.
I mean, things are kind of funny, so I get it.
Hmm,
And to answer their question, what kind of advice? Whatever kind of advice you need.
it's
Yeah.
true. Shelby
Uh,
wants to know, what do you recommend for people feeling lonely from distance learning? Shelby, I really feel your pain. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm surrounded by two people and I feel incredibly lonely. What I've decided to do is I created a dating profile of someone completely different from myself. And she has lots of dates and fun. And it's not really a dating profile as much as it's this game called The Sims. And she really lives out her life very fun. So lose yourself in something else and hope that one day you get sucked into the computer screen.
If distance learning is really bothering you that bad, it used to bother me too. I struggled with it a lot. My best advice is to move closer to the board because being far away from the board in the front of the classroom, I couldn't see that well. And so closing that kind of distance really helped my learning. So I would say move closer to the board for distance learning.
Oh my God, Landon.
What? That was good advice, right?
She's talking about when you have to take classes online so you're not around anyone, distance from people.
Well, yeah, isn't being far away from the board distance from people because you'd be far away from the teacher? It was an honest mistake if you think about it.
Hmm. It was kind of a stretch. Oh, oh, oh my God, Depresso Doggo. Charlotte, will you marry me? Uh, I mean, I've never met you and I know nothing about you, but yes, 100 times yes, of course.
Are we witnessing a marriage right now? Charlotte, this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you.
Oh my God. I actually am quite happy as well. I never thought you guys would be my best man and maid of honor, but I'm happy to have you here. Oh,
Oh, that's so sweet, Harry. I can't believe Charlotte made you the maid of honor. Charlotte, you're so thoughtful.
hmm. Well, I didn't have a choice, but Alice Luna, you can also be a maid of honor. So I have two maids of honor.
see what you get? Tried to disrespect Harry. Now look, it backfired. And she's attacking us both.
Wait, who's gonna be the flower person? Or the ring bearer?
You, because you
Landon,
got the mind of a 4-year-old, so that's about right. You could
yeah,
be the
I
ring
think that
bearer.
that makes sense. Oh, wait,
I
Sonic
wait.
wants to be ring guy. Oh my God, it's all coming together.
Oh, I wanted to be the ring bearer.
Well, you can still be the flower.
Okay, I can do that.
So everyone, it's me, Charlotte Marie Doggo.
How you like that name? Doggo. Sounds crappy.
I think I'll warm up to it. My last name wasn't able to be pronounced in Germany because it's actually a slur. So I like Doggo.
Lord have mercy. You married a ghost dog. Congratulations, Charlotte. That's appropriate for you.
Thank
Harry
you.
got a veil on.
Please call me Mrs. Doggo.
Oh, I like that. But wait, should we call you Mrs. Doggo before the wedding? Is that okay?
Sure, I feel that there's like an energy and a love that this one's going to work out. This one won't leave me for someone much young, not not a lot younger, but a few years younger.
No, you had it right. Much younger. Just continue with it.
It's not much younger.
Can they leave you? Because I'm pretty sure they're a ghost dog. Are ghost dogs capable of leaving?
Yeah, he's dead already. He'll go.
No, no, I
This
think
is
that means he'll be with me forever.
yeah, I feel like that's in a movie somewhere.
They're correct, Sonic. Yeah, only one person has brain cells in the call. It's Harry. And
But
Nick, no, I will not kiss you, Nick, unless you pay me
oh,
some
come
money.
on, Harry. Love is in the air.
Harry ain't got no love for nobody.
Ooh, speaking of love, we did just get an email.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think I might be in love with my friend's brother, but don't want to ruin my friendship. Should I go for it?
Yeah, what do you think, Miss Doggo?
You are
Well,
the love expert now.
thank you. Thank you. Well, I would say follow your heart and just say yes. Just just be with him. See where it goes.
Ooh, somebody just commented, especially if he has a dog.
Or is a
I
dog. I don't want to discriminate.
You can't. You married a
is a
dog.
dog, is a dog, but has a dog because that's the best friend. It's all connected. And I think that's a good point. If they do have a dog or are a dog, I don't think you can say no. The heart wants what the heart wants.
Isn't that right, honey? Ugh, you guys would understand. It's so beautiful to be married.
Oh my goodness, this is horrible. I can't wait for you two to get divorced.
Well,
I hope he leaves you. I hope he doesn't come back next episode.
Can you get divorced if technically it's till death do you part, but one of you is already dead because they're a ghost dog?
That is a brilliant point, you strange human being, you. You actually did a great job with that one. I like that.
well,
Go ahead and answer it, doggo.
I think that means we'll always be together because he can never leave me because he's already dead. So it's actually like I trapped him, which is great.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Makes sense in a way, but I don't know about that.
Ooh, Landon should marry a duck, but a goose is jealous? Hmm.
That would be true. They would. Geese are very jealous creatures, and ducks and geese don't get along. So if me and a duck were to fall in love with each other, there would be goose problems.
I really got to get a new job. What is with all this bestiality going on tonight?
It happens.
Yeah, you're right. It does happen. But I thought that was like the dark web stuff. I didn't know that was happening right here amongst my peers. Jesus
Well,
Christ. I got to do better. I got to quit this damn job.
I don't know. Maybe you should just stop being so miserable and embrace the love that can happen. You never know. Like an hour ago, I was single and now I'm married.
See, and Bean says, what an epic love triangle. And I think that's me, the duck, and the goose. So Charlotte's married. I'm in a love triangle that I didn't know I was in this morning. Harry, what's going on? Do you need to talk?
Nothing. I just got the same gas I had from earlier and the same heartburn from earlier. Nothing new.
That's it. That's the love story. Charlotte is married. I'm in a love triangle, and Harry has heartburn. I mean, what could be closer to love than what's in your heart?
Yeah. I guess I'm stuck with the blue fella eating chili dogs and pizza. I don't mind. Oh, Harry got a wife. Well, you're all alone, Landon. You're stuck with a goose. or a duck?
I thought I was stuck with a duck.
Yeah.
What's the truth?
Who
Harry,
cares either way?
your bitterness is harshing my mellow. I just feel like you are just trying to be mean at this point. I mean, I would have understood what you meant an hour ago, but now that I'm in love, you're just kind of negative.
You're right. I am kind of negative. I'm keeping my
But that's
last
why we
name
like.
though. Well, marriage over. Well, that was the quickest divorce. Yeah, gas mask dude, come hang out with me and the blue fella, Sonic.
Mhm. Ghost Dog is giving me personal advice. They said never date a goose. They've done it before and it's not worth it. Charlotte, your married partner has dated a goose.
I thought we
They're
weren't.
so experienced.
I thought Depresso, we weren't going to talk about our exes like this.
Well, I think technically they were just giving me personal advice. So does that count as talking about their ex? Because they were just trying to help me not make a mistake.
I guess so. If it's to teach the younger youth, then yeah. Okay, honey.
I'm sorry, gas mask dude. I'll just call you flatulence from now on. I apologize for calling you something you didn't want to be called. Uh, Depresso dude, doggy. I'm sorry, Suppresso. Oh, your husband. He's
Yes,
apologizing. Look at him.
I know. He's so
Oh,
respectful.
henpecked joker. He's henpecked. Go ahead.
Were
Stop
Oh,
you trying to
apologizing.
t- were you trying to speak goose?
yeah, that was awful, Harry. That was
That
offensive.
was a terrible accent.
It wasn't goose.
Oh, was that duck? They do sound really
It was
similar.
chicken. Chicken.
Oh, how could I mess that up?
Yeah. Thank you again, Beans. Alyssa says, my ex-wife says never date a ferret. Why is that?
Well, who would date a ferret? That's just weird.
And they're illegal in California.
Oh my.
Wow, a lot of people have had experience with goose and duck dating. I dated a
They
goose.
loved.
They're pretty chill, unless you look at another goose. Is this true, Landon? Pretty jealous? That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, geese are very jealous. And it's not surprising that people have a lot of experience with geese. They travel south during the winter, so they just bounce from place to place. That's all they do.
Yeah, like your father. Alyssa, thank
Wow.
you. They love to pee on you. What in
Are
the?
you saying my father's a goose?
I thought we had established this, Landon. Yes, you descend from Goose and your mom.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
And your father abandoned you early on in life.
Well, I'm sure he just had to fly south.
He never
Hmm.
came back.
Sometimes they get lost.
Hit
That's
by a
at least
truck.
what my mom told me.
I don't think he likes you.
Mm,
I think it's your
could
oily
be it.
skin that bugs him.
I don't have. It's a medical condition.
Sure.
Bean says when I was little, geese chased me around my church.
Hey,
See, everybody always runs from geese like they're gonna do something bad or they're gonna hurt you. Has anybody considered that a goose's favorite game is tag? Because, well, it is.
I actually didn't know that, but I could have helped when I was getting pulled over today. So I should have just chased them back?
You could have. Was you being pulled over just like vehicle tag? They've advanced.
Honestly, this makes sense. I guess they were just
It
trying to
kind
play
of does.
tag, and then when I didn't play back, they took me to jail.
That's because you were, like, I think, aren't there games of tag where, like, you go to jail? Maybe the geese are just taking it literally.
Hmm. I mean, I've never heard of that, but there are a lot of things I haven't heard of until I moved to Miami, North Dakota.
This is true. We are a very cultural hotspot, especially in the goose community.
Have you ever been liked by a turtle? I hope not.
Yeah, I
Strange
haven't
thing
faced.
happened.
I've basically made all enemies of turtles.
Hey Harry, can you tell us about the good old days of the Pittsburgh Steelers? I was never much of a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Team sucks. City sucks. Nothing good about them.
Do you
Actually, the
have a
whole
team?
state of Pennsylvania, huh?
Do you have a team, Harry?
Yeah, of course old Harry has a team. Why you want to know? You watch football?
I mean, no, I'm just making conversation.
Oh, I
As you
thought we
can
could
see,
have been hanging out.
my husband likes football, so I'm trying to get into it. What teams do you like?
How about the Oilers? No, I don't watch that sport whatsoever. And
Wait,
if you're an Oilers fan, I would suggest you throw your jerseys away and burn them. Proud Saints fans, ugh, you ain't.
Charlotte, when you were asking about football, did you mean like American football or did you mean like European football where they kick the ball with their foot?
Ooh, how cultural of you, Landon. I meant American football.
Ah, just wanted to be sure.
I liked it, very metropolitan.
Maryland, you're from Maryland, blue fella? You know your crab cakes, they're very meaty, but I'd have to say they might be just a tad bit overrated.
I would love a good crab cake right now.
Ooh, that does sound really, really good.
Landon, have you had real crab?
Define real because I've had a cake that was supposedly had crab, but I don't know if it was real or not. I definitely pretended.
Man, that must be so much of your life, just pretending it's something better.
Yeah, those disgusting mud pies you cook and bring in, talk about their muffins every day, The rest of us can't get into that. It's your
Okay, that just
imagination.
means more for me.
Yeah, but then you walk around with mud all down your face for the rest of the day. And you like to lean up against us.
See, you keep calling it mud, but we both know it's chocolate, and you can't tell me you don't like chocolate because I've seen the candy bowl in your office.
It's not chocolate. It's literally mud.
But
You low life.
but but I was told it was chocolate. Are you guys I thought chocolate came from the ground. Is that not true?
I mean,
No.
technically, it comes from a plant, but I don't think that's the kind of thing that grows here.
So chocolate does come from the ground.
I guess you're correct.
So mud equals chocolate. I don't see an issue.
Charlotte, it appears that your husband's having an affair within the first 20 minutes of your marriage.
The ghost dog?
No,
Yeah.
no, no. He's saying he would never cheat on me. He is denying all the claims, and I believe him. I mean, I've known him for almost an hour.
Well, if you really wanted to know the truth, I guess technically speaking, we could perform a seance.
No, no, no. That's okay. Um, I just think that love can combat all. So sure, maybe my husband saw a crab once or twice, but I think that he's loyal.
Sure. Hey, everybody in the chat, by the way, if anybody's still interested in calling in, now is the time to do so. We are taking calls at this moment.
This is true. We do take live callers in our last 10 minutes.
I'm
Can't wait to
talking
see who
about the
calls in.
STD. Who has
Wow.
STDs?
I don't think that was supposed to be STD. I think that was supposed to be Stud Blue Guy. I think the ghost dog has a crush on the blue hedgehog.
What? But we're just married.
Divorce. Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry. I
God.
marked my vote out loud. I
Oh,
apologize.
Bro,
oh
that
my
that
God.
would
My,
never happen, all right? That would never happen. All right, let me clarify that.
you're
No.
saying you would never cheat on me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. To hear that voice and that devotion in real life, it's so nice. So your voice sounds like that. That's what I always figured my husband's voice would sound like.
That's all I'm saying. Everyone thinks that it's like regular, like talking, kind of, yeah, I'm a dog, man. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I be talking. I'm like, I'm like Brian Griffin. All right.
Oh, yes. Yes, from Family Guy. That, not many girls say this, but I had a poster of Brian Griffin growing up.
She's
This all makes sense.
lying, ghost dog.
No,
Growing
I'm
Bro,
up,
not.
growing
you know me
up.
now, bro.
You're
Are you
73. What do you mean growing up? You grew up in the 30s.
Oh my God. Do not believe Harry. I wasn't even born when Family Guy came out. That's how young I am. What?
You
They're
better.
saying the poll results are
what,
in, it says we're going to get a divorce? No.
bro? No.
Wait, but does the poll mean that you guys should or that you guys have to? Like, is this mandated now?
It's mandatory.
Mm, I'm
Oh
not.
no.
Well, bidding
See? Have
adieu
to.
is
Everybody's saying it.
it's such sweet sorrow. I loved what we had.
Tisk.
We'll always have.
Blue Hedgehog, the one that had the crush is here. Oh, this is so scandalous.
Hey, my pal's here, the blue guy.
Hey, Harry.
What's up, fella?
So,
Where's
not
my
much, but I
Where's
did
my
see
pizza?
some sus stuff in the chat, which means, yup, sorry, Charlotte, divorce. No coming back from that.
I know, I know. I'm a twice divorced woman now.
Hey, look on the
Well,
bright side. You don't gotta share food.
Oh, that's a really good point.
that is true. I mean, thank you.
Oh, maybe the vote was actually good.
And
You
you don't
don't
have
have
to
to share.
kiss somebody where your lips go straight through their body.
Yeah, that's true also.
Wow, you're really putting a positive spin on this.
And when you
You
think
mean
about it,
this
you
is
have to pick the person up, which you probably can't do because he's a ghost.
why
Yeah.
have we this entire time not talked about the pros and cons of dating a
And wow, look in the
ghost?
chat. He cheated on you with Landon. Tisk.
Landon!
Pride month.
Ah,
Landon?
he
Landon?
cheated on you with the imbecile. You see how low his standards are?
Oh
Of
my
all
God.
people?
Landon, is this
Happy
true?
late Pride Month, guys.
Hey, Charlotte, it looks like Alyssa Luna is willing to take his place, though. You have another person willing to marry you.
Well, I don't know. I thank
People
you
have a
Mm-mm.
so
lot of low
much.
standards around here.
I
It
don't know.
wasn't formal. It wasn't cheating in the way that you think it was. I didn't know that when a ghost is married to somebody, you're not supposed to perform a seance and talk to them.
I don't know
I
how you
thought that
can marry
Ghost
a
Dog was
ghost.
cool.
I mean,
Hey, everyone, look, we really need to work this out because this is getting so, you're right, this is so messy, and it's to the point where I feel like our job is in danger, and Harry really needs the money. We don't
okay.
need to break up over this, guys. Let's just figure it out. Poke Chop says Landon is a nice thick boy. So you can move on to Poke Chop, Landon, and Charlotte, you can move on to Liz, and Harry gets to keep his job. We got to keep the counselors together here, only for this
Harry,
purpose.
I thought you said you hated your job, but
I
you're giving really good relationship advice.
Well, I need the money. Harry's really close to getting evicted. I've been skipping payments on my mortgage. Harry's not very responsible with money. I gamble on the weekends.
I mean, that's not my problem, Harry. I think that I've been betrayed by Landon, and I don't know if I can continue to work here.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't know that you weren't supposed to perform a seance, aka send a ghost text, essentially, while they were married. We didn't do anything. I just lit a candle.
Oh,
I don't know the rules of ghost marriage.
just lit a candle. Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Have you dated ghosts in the past?
A few, okay. Charlotte, wait for the right one. Your friends mean more. You only knew him for like 2 hours. I guess you're right, Sonic. I just thought he was different.
Yes, Emirichu. Hey, you kind of cute, Emirichu. Yeah, I need the money. Please
Ooh,
send
sugar
that to
mama.
my Cash App. Yes. It's at
And
go ahead.
I was about to say, and thank you, Poke Chop, for believing in me in this scandal that was made. I didn't mean anything.
No, Poke Chop just is trying to get at you, whether you
Wow,
realize it or not.
Doggo is really spreading some lies in the chat. Guess he's really bitter after the divorce.
You guys are divorced for 5 minutes.
Doggo's telling the truth now.
Men are dogs, I tell you.
Harry's the only innocent one. Yes, Harry is the only innocent one. In a mirror, you, we're definitely gonna hang out afterwards. You're gonna have to hit me on my spoon profile. Thank you, Beans.
Well, what a roller coaster tonight has been.
It really has been.
Oh yeah, this one is really, really, really put a big rip in between the middle of the misguidance counselors. We have to fix this.
Well, it's a good thing that we're guidance counselors. So if there's anybody qualified to do it, it's us.
Yeah, I think I got the answer. We get rid of you.
And put me on the other side of the table?
We put you back in the locker you came from, and we bring one of the people out to chat instead. I don't know, Beans probably. Beans, do you want his job? Would you mind moving to Miami? Never mind.
I don't know. I mean, I guess Landon is a nice presence sometimes. And he does
Thank you.
speak Goose. I mean, we really need that here. It's the dominant language in Miami.
I do speak Goose. Thank you.
Although Beans and Sonic are willing to take your job, so, huh.
I'll just have to step up my game. I promise I'll do better next week.
Guys need a
Thank you all.
mascot.
I don't want you in my sight, Doggo. Don't try to apply to be the mascot. I will not let you in.
This has been a pretty good episode. I enjoyed this, dealing with you guys and watching you guys suffer. This was beautiful. I watched you brag on your whole little love affair, only for it to come crashing down in 15 minutes. I can really appreciate that.
Well, like Charlotte said, this has been an absolute roller coaster. So if you want to see where all of us end up, tune in next week. I'll be here on Wednesday unless somebody replaces me, which I really, really hope they don't because the seance was a mistake. So we'll see everyone next week.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, we get out of here. Thank you, Hayes, and thank you, Shelby.
Thank you.